is Disneyland News Today. I'm Eric Morton, and here now are the top Disneyland resort stories for August 11th, 2022. As we approach 1 year since Disneyland introduced the Magic Key system, designed to replace the former annual passes at the Disneyland Resort, Disney continues to remain tight-lipped about plans for renewal on these tickets, including how and when they might do it or whether they will come back at all. And fans are growing tired, taking to Disneyland's official social media to voice their anger and frustration at Disney for keeping them in the dark. On nearly every recent post on the official Disneyland Magic Key Instagram page, irate fans are airing their frustrations. The frustrations not just limited to Instagram. Facebook is pretty noisy about it too. Disney has repeatedly claimed that guests will be allowed to renew their Magic Key passes, but has so far remained silent, even though the first Magic Keys converted from partially used tickets have already expired. The expiration date for passes of the newly purchased Magic Keys is only about 2 weeks away. So the window is closing fast on whether Disney will actually allow renewals on their passes or not. The quarterly earnings call yesterday did very little to calm Disney Magic Key holders, though. Disney Parks posted a 70% quarterly increase in revenue, but they still blamed a, quote, unfavorable attendance mix at Disneyland for the lower ticket revenue. The earnings report claims that per capita ticket revenue was up due to Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, but was offset by Disneyland attendance and that undesirable mix of attendance. The murky language is likely in reference to Magic Key Pass program. Let's all just cross our fingers, and we will keep you up to date on this issue that we know is important to a lot of people, including many of us. On that earnings call, Disney revealed that they expect to increase capital expenditures to $6 billion in the coming years. It's an ambitious number that would likely largely represent increases in the Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products division. Whenever Disney's CapEx spending increases, historically, most of it has gone to the parks. In 2019, Disney spent around $4.9 billion in capital expenditures, of which about $4.1 of it went to the parks. And in 2021, they spent about $3.6 billion in CapEx. $2.3 billion of that went to the parks. Disney really only has a few significant projects on the horizon, including 2 more Disney Cruise Line ships, the Epcot overhaul, the second phase of Walt Disney Studios Parks expansion in Paris, and some smaller investments at Shanghai Disneyland and Hong Kong Disneyland with Zootopia and Frozen areas, respectively. If the company aims to increase their spend significantly, we could see some announcements, hopefully, at D23 Expo coming up next month. More updates from that quarterly earnings call. Walt Disney World and the Disneyland Resort both experienced an increase in per guest spending during the third fiscal quarter of 2022. It was also revealed during the earnings report that per capita spending at the domestic parks increased 10% versus Q3 of 2021, while it makes a 40% increase versus the same quarter of 2019. That's prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. Additionally, hotel occupancy at the resorts currently sits at 90%. All in all, Disney Parks, Products, and Experiences earned $7.4 billion in Q3, rising 70% year over year. Guests will unfortunately have to wait a bit longer to yodel and scream on the iconic Matterhorn Bobsleds at Disneyland as its refurbishment has begun. To that end, walls are already up around the attraction, and even some scaffolds are now in place to facilitate work on the more than 60-year-old coaster. The iconic mountain still looms in the distance over Fantasyland walls. The walls are all around it. Only narrow pathways near the entrance are left, while part of the parade route is blocked off. Near the attraction's entrance, 5 shields tell stories of the Matterhorn bobsled's history. Some tell of the ride's history, others talk about rumors or the famous abominable snowman. Each includes photos for context. Disneyland has not shared when exactly the refurbishment will be completed, but we hope it won't be too long before guests can get back to that yodeling again aboard the world's first tubular coaster. Mice are usually celebrated at Disneyland, but, well, some unwelcome guests recently forced a shop at the happiest place on earth to temporarily close, according to the Orange County Register's Brady McDonald. County records reveal that the Orange County Health Care Agency's Environmental Health Division declared an undisclosed store dubbed Disneyland Guide 2 to close due to rodent infestation on July 29th. We assume this is one of the shops at the very front of the park that is basically a mostly outdoor kiosk selling essentials for a day in the park. The report states the shutdown was prompted by imminent health hazards found by the division, including a serious infestation of rodents in a critical food area. Rodent droppings were also found by a health inspector in the front sales area and a storage room backstage. To reopen, Disneyland followed orders to clean all surfaces affected by the infestation and take measures to prevent further rodents from getting into the store. To comply, cast members removed prepackaged food and beverages from the store and stopped selling them until cracks and gaps were sealed. The shop eventually passed a further inspection and reopened to guests on August 1st. A second follow-up inspection was scheduled for August 8th. We haven't heard anything on that one yet. Make all the mouse jokes you want right now, folks. Thanks. Next time you're dead tired, curl up under this new Haunted Mansion weighted blanket from Disneyland Resort. The blanket is available at Port Royal in New Orleans Square near the Haunted Mansion. The blanket is purple with spooky eyes amidst a black damask pattern inspired by the Haunted Mansion's iconic wallpaper. It weighs 12 pounds and is 50 inches by 60 inches. It comes folded up and wrapped in a black ribbon. The blanket retails for $74.99. Window decor for the Halloween season hit displays down Main Street USA in Disneyland Park earlier this week, and we're finding lots of new Halloween merchandise in Disneyland as well in preparation for Oogie Boogie Bash, a Disney Halloween party, and Main Street Pumpkin Festival, which begins September 2nd. Carved jack-o'-lanterns, fall-colored leaves, and elongated gourds were some of the decorative items that we found. First, there's a jack-o'-lantern that looks kind of like Cogsworth, several other haunting grins, and even a sort of freaky Gibson Girl pumpkin right there. The kids of Fortuosity Shop are even getting in on the action, wearing Halloween costumes while sitting above the signature pumpkin Mickey. The spooky season officially is beginning, and the first wave of Halloween merchandise is showing up. Mickey Mouse and friends are ready for tricks and treats with more of this new collection. We have everything from the standard Halloween releases that you'll see on our site to even a dancing skeleton collection and a Hocus Pocus collection. You can read all about it at DisneylandNewsToday.com. Mickey Mouse, the main attraction, Series 6 of 12 is here, featuring Peter Pan's flight. Now we've spotted the Loungefly mini backpack in World of Disney in downtown Disney District. The Peter Pan's Flight Loungefly mini backpack includes a front zipper pocket with navy sequins and silver Mickey buttons. The ears at the top show twinkling stars and Tinkerbell. The bag continues to sparkle at side view and overlooks the city of London en route to Neverland. The opposite side shows Big Ben's glowing face on the external pocket. The back side of the mini backpack, we've captured Peter Pan, Wendy, John, and Michael's shadows. The top reads Peter Pan's Flight in the attraction's logo. The inside has a baby blue and white striped design. Backpack will set you back $85. Fresh off the premiere of his Disney Plus series, guests can now pose for a magic shot with Groot at Avengers Campus in Disney California Adventure. The new offering from Disney PhotoPass coincides with the debut of I Am Groot, a series of 5 new shorts featuring the young hero, which launched earlier this week. Guests can also see Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout and even take him home in the form of a sketchbook ornament inspired by the attraction, which debuted earlier in the month. As we exit the busy summer season, we always see more refurbishments taking over the Disneyland Resort. The list now includes the Hollywood Lounge at Disney California Adventure, which we found with walls and scaffolds up the other day. New construction walls are in place surrounding the Hollywood Lounge, as well as sheeting covering the facade of the restaurant. You can currently visit the temporary Hollywood Lounge location with a limited menu across from Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue, also located in Hollywood Land. We're unsure when the lounge reopens, but we will be sure to keep an eye on that and let you know. For the absolute latest Disney Parks news, head on over to WDWNT.com and follow us on your favorite social media platforms. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube, For more content and click that bell for notifications, hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of News Today with WDW News Today. You can also support the entire team behind this show by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. For DLNT, this is Eric Morton saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Now on WDWNT TV, it's Boxed In. Boxed In is a casually chaotic show featuring WDWNT personalities Eric Morton and Jill Diffendahl, unboxing Disney merchandise and viewer packages, along with a few friends and a bossy little Pomeranian. So smash that like button, subscribe and comment, and keep up with the new Disney merchandise releases, seasonal releases, festival merchandise, limited edition merchandise, wishables, pins, and more. Join us Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern on WDWNT TV.